Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name is Amy. I'm an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the NIV, and we will be through 2025. We are in Exodus at the moment. We're in chapter 18, verses 1 through 27. So, this chapter is called Jethro Visits Moses. Chapter 18, verse 1. Now Jethro, the priest of Midian and the father-in-law of Moses, heard everything God had done for Moses and for his people Israel, and how the Lord had brought Israel out of Egypt. Because remember, Moses was out this way wandering around in the desert when he got married and had kids and all that stuff. After Moses had sent away his wife Zipporah, his father-in-law Jethro received her and her 2 sons. One was named Gershom, for Moses said, I have become an alien in a foreign land. Okay, Gershom sounds like alien there in Hebrew. And then the other name, Eleazar, is what that looks like to me. Eliezzer, but there's no A in it. So Elzer. C. Elzer means God is helper. My God is helper. Okay. He named it for, he said, my father's God was my helper. He saved me from the sword of Pharaoh. Okay. Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, together with Moses' sons and wife, came to him in the desert, where he was camped near the mountain of God. Jethro had sent word to him, I, your father-in-law, and Jethro, am coming to you with your wife and 2 sons. So Moses went out to meet his father-in-law and bowed down and kissed him. They greeted each other and then went into the tent. Moses told his father-in-law about everything the Lord had done to Pharaoh and the Egyptians for Israel's sake, and all about the hardship they had met along the way and how the Lord had saved him. Jethro was delighted to hear all these good things the Lord had done for Israel in rescuing them from the hand of Egypt. He said, then praise be to the Lord who rescued you from the hand of the Egyptians and of Pharaoh, and who rescued the people from the hands of the Egyptians. Now I know that the Lord is greater than all other gods, for he did this to those who had treated Israel arrogantly. It's an important thing to remember. God does not like the arrogant. He does not like the haughty. Okay, just careful. Then Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, brought a burnt offering and other sacrifices to God. And Aaron came along with the elders of Israel to eat bread with Moses' father-in-law in the presence of God. So make like a sort of a peace treaty, all that kind of stuff. Like, all right, you're on board with our Lord and Father, so great. Then the next day, Moses took his seat to serve as judging for the people. And they stood around him from morning till evening. When his father-in-law saw that all that Moses was doing for the people, he said, what is this you are doing for the people? Why do you alone sit as judge, with all these people standing around you from morning till evening? Moses answered, because the people come to me to seek God's will. Whenever they have a dispute, it is brought to me, and I decide between the parties and inform them of God's decrees and laws. Moses' father-in-law replied, what you are doing is not good. You and these people who come to you will only wear yourselves out. The work is too heavy for you. You cannot handle it alone. Listen to me now, and I will give you some good advice. And may God be with you. You must be the people's representative before God and bring their disputes to him. That's right. Because no one is supposed to judge. Okay? Teach them the decrees and laws and show them the way to live and the duties they are to perform. But select capable men from all the people, men who fear God, trustworthy men who hate dishonest gain, and appoint them of officials over thousands, hundreds, fifties, tens. Then have them serve as judges for the people at all times, but have them bring the difficult cases to you. The simple cases they can decide themselves. That will make your load lighter, because they will share it with you. If you do this, if you do this, and God so commands, and it always has to be in His will, you will be able to stand the strain, and all these people will go home satisfied. Moses listened to his father-in-law and did everything he said. He chose capable men from all of Israel and made them leaders of the people over thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens. They served as judges for the peoples at all times. The difficult cases they brought to Moses, but the simple ones they decided themselves. Then Moses sent his father-in-law on his way, and Jethro returned to his own country. So that's how we start to get the structure of a government, because what Moses was trying to do is what we call in the business world not scalable. And that's really what his father-in-law told him. This is not scalable. How are you supposed to do anything else? And you don't actually need to do that for everything. So the question then becomes, did God send the message to Moses through his father-in-law? Or was that what God wanted or not? Because he didn't say it specifically. So maybe the Bible is meant to make us ask questions. So what do you think? Was it what was supposed to happen? Is it what God wanted?